Hello Zainey friends, I have been trying to do this declutter series for a really long time, so I decided that I would bring that to you today. This video is going to be eyeshadow palettes, and we're going to be going through and seeing which ones I want to keep and which ones I don't. So first we're going to start with over here. These are all my Too Faced palettes as it stands right now. This is the Too Faced Just Peachy Matte, and I freaking love this palette. This is, so you can see me, hi. This is a great palette. I love the colors in here. I use it all the time, so there's no way I'm getting rid of this one. And this is the Too Faced Peanut Butter palette. I still do kind of use this one all the time. I don't use it as much as I want to, but I'm hoping through this declutter that I will use it a little bit more. So we're going to go ahead and keep that one as well. This is the Too Faced Best Year Ever. It came in like a planner, and it was nice. I liked the colors in here, but I do not find myself reaching for it. So I'm going to go ahead and pass this along. I have a Facebook group that we do swaps and trades, but you have to be a member of my Geeks and Beauties group in order to be a member of that group, and then whatever doesn't go through that group I will sell on my Instagram, which I will leave down below. Next we have these three. We have the Chocolate Bar, Sweet Peach, and the Chocolate Bonbon. I'm going to first talk about the Peach. I cannot get enough of this. I believe it is different than the Peachy Mattes, and I like to use these in conjunction. I love the way it smells. I love everything about it. Therefore, I'm keeping this one as well. I'm kind of on the fence between these two. I have gotten rid of and decluttered like all of my other Too Faced palettes, and for some reason, I mean, I love them, do not get me wrong, but for some reason, I do not find myself reaching for these as much as I want. However, I think I'm going to keep the chocolate bonbons, and I think I'm going to give up the original chocolate bar. As hard as it is, I think I have other ones that I just like a lot better. And this one still has that chocolatey scent, so I'm just going to go ahead and keep this one. Let's kind of go into, I think that's all my Too Faced, but if I come up with more, you'll see it later. But we're going to go into my Kat Von D ones. This is the Shade and Light in Plum. I love taking this with me on traveling trips because it's small, compact, and I love these colors, so I'm keeping this one. This is the Kat Von D Metal Matte palette with a very long mirror. I love this. I probably will never get rid of this, even if I don't use it that much, because the colors and the pigmentation are stunning, and I love them a lot, so I'm going to go ahead and keep this one. And this is the Pastel Goth. I actually got this from my friend Megan. I thought I would really like the colors, especially these three right here, but I do not find myself wearing it at all, so it is going to go in my swap and trade group. Next, I wanted to show you these three. These are usually the ones that are in the background of my videos when I record. I'm not getting rid of any of these. These are from Storybook Cosmetics, and if you have never tried one of their palettes, they are a little bit pricey, but totally worth it. This is the Charlie and the Chocolate Factory palette, and I love this color right here. Is amazing. This one is really good. I love the pops of color, so I'm keeping this one, obviously. Actually, I'm keeping all of these, but I wanted to show you what they look like. This is the one based on Mean Girls, and again, stunning. This color right here is life, I am telling you. And this green, not as weirdly green as you might think. And this is the Harry Potter palette. This one I don't use as much as the other two. However, I still really like the colors and I love the way it looks. I'm keeping it, if only just for the design of it, which I know is kind of sad, but because it stands up like a book in the background, I don't find that it clutters my drawer as much. And lastly, this is the Dirty Dancing palette by Solo Look. I really love the packaging on this. It's just gorgeous, and it's got a lot of like a lot of functionality to it, even though there's not a lot of colors. I really do like this liquid lipstick, but I only remember to wear it when I'm wearing this. Again, this is one of those that even though I don't wear it, I love it for the design value, so I leave it on my back as a display as well. Next, we have my collection of ColourPop palettes. I really do love ColourPop palettes in general. They are very affordable, and I love it. So we're going to start with the All I See Is Magic palette. These colors are so pigmented, they stay on forever and they're gorgeous. I totally love these colors right here and this one, so I'm going to keep that one, I think. This is the Yes Please palette, even though it says that. It's Yes Please. I really do like this one as well. These colors are some of my favorites to wear. This is the Give It To Me Straight, which is very similar to this one, now that I'm looking at it. And this is the Dream Street palette, which is the Kathleen Lights collaboration. I love these colors here and these. But again, the colors that I use in this one are very similar to this one. I wasn't going to do this. I might be getting rid of this one, actually. And lastly is the My Little Pony palette. These color and this color are stunning. I love this one too, so I think I'm going to keep all of these except the Yes Please. I think I'm going to get rid of it, which I was not expecting, but I think I'm going to. These are 3 of my Urban Decay palettes. This is the Heavy Metals palette, which looks like this. And I'm sure you've seen this all around. I love using this with my matte palettes to give me a little pop of color on the eyelids. This one is amazing also. I love this one, so I'm going to go ahead and keep this one. And then this one, this is my other favorite. Like, I love the colors in here so much. I'm definitely keeping this one as well. And then lastly, I have my Urban Decay singles, which I got in this really cool palette, which I actually really love the palette, but I never find myself using these at all. I do like that they are interchangeable, so you can put in any colors that you want, and I do have room for 2 more. However, I never use these at all, so I actually think I'm going to get rid of this. Very sad to say. I think I'm going to get rid of it. These are some Morphe palettes and a BH Cosmetics palette. Let's start with the Carly Bible. So here's my story with Carly. I got this palette in the original form and I was like, I love it. But then I started not liking it, so I gave it up. Then I got this palette and I was like, I really regret getting rid of the first one. And now I don't find myself using it at all. Like, at all. I don't even know why. Honestly, I think I'm going to get rid of this one. I again wasn't planning on it, but just looking at it and looking at all these shades, I have so many of the other ones. I don't know. I think I need to get rid of this one, honestly. I'm going to put it to the side as an on the fence. This is the Jaclyn Hill palette. This pretty much has anything you could ever want. I definitely am keeping this one as well, because any of the shades that I need from other palettes, I definitely will get in this one. In fact, if I even look at the Carly Bible, there are definitely some dupes in here. So I think I'm going to get rid of Carly Bible. Unfortunately, I am. And lastly, I have the Kathleen Lights Morphe palette. And that is what it looks like. I'm going to keep this one as well because I super love this green and that one right there, and these other ones are beautiful. These are all of my Pretties for Your Face palettes. I kind of have a problem. I actually have one more coming. She just came out with a spring collection of Wreck-It Ralph, and I'm getting that one also. Though I'm going to try to put them across so you can see it. This is the Labyrinth Called Through Dangers Untold palette. It looks like that. This is the Hamilton Not Throwing Away My Shot palette, the Shadow Monster from Stranger Things, we have the Strange and Unusual from Beetlejuice, and we have the Heart of Fantasia, which is breaking a little bit, that one color, and that is what they look like. As you can see, there's a lot of nice coral colors going through this, and now that I'm looking at this, I kind of see that there are some similarities between some of them. What is this one? This is the Heart of Fantasia. I do like this one. I think I'm going to actually keep this one. This is the Strange and Unusual. I do not find myself wearing this, unfortunately, so I think I'm going to pass this one along. And this one right here, the Shadow Monster. Okay, I really do like this one. In fact, the colors, the way they are, aren't, if I remember correctly, are not the same as what they look like in the pan sometimes. This one, the Hamilton one, I'm definitely keeping. This is the Through Dangers Untold, and I don't know if I'm going to keep this one either, actually, because the colors are very dark and I don't find myself using them a lot, but I know other people who would be happy to have her stuff, so I think I'm going to put it in my swap group also. Alright, here's some Lorac, Marc Jacobs, and the Pure Soiree Diaries. Let's tackle this one first, shall we? As you can tell, this is very similar to that Carly Bible one that I was going to give up. The colors are just, they're things I have and other things. I'm going to give this one away. This one, the Lorac Unzipped Ocean Sunset, I super love these. And one of the reasons why I wanted to do a declutter is because I wanted to be able to wear this one more, so, and remember to use it, so I'm keeping this one. The Pirates of the Caribbean one, I don't think I'm ever going to get rid of it, even if I don't use it, because I love it way too much. And this Marc Jacobs one is fairly new to me, although I did get it in a swap, and I do love the colors. As you can tell, they are very similar to the Soiree Diaries, but there are some other ones, and it's great for travel, so I'm going to keep this one also. This one is the Scandalust. These are some like one-off palettes. We'll just start from the bottom and work our way up. This is an Espionage Cosmetics palette, and I got this through the Kickstarter. Mostly because I loved the theme of it. I thought it was really fun. But these colors I just do not find myself using. I'm going to have to get rid of it, but they are really good quality. This is the Smashbox Ablaze. People were talking about this forever. Again, this is a great travel palette. I love the colors on me. I'm keeping it. This is very new to me. This is the new Wet n Wild in Rosé in the Air, and I already love this so much. I'm keeping it. The NYX Ultimate, there's a lot of like the neutrals in here, and this is one of the reasons why I gave it up in other palettes, because these shadows are amazing in their quality. If you have not picked up one of the Ultimate palettes from NYX, you need to try it. It is amazing. Also great for travel because it's small, but yet you have a lot of choices. I wish that there was more of a shade range up here, but I get use out of the rest of it, so I'm fine with that. There's the Milani Everyday Eyes and Bare Necessities. Again, I use this for travel, and I love the shade range. The quality is amazing, and so I just kind of hang on to it when I need like a neutral pop. The Lorac Pro Matte, this is actually fairly old, and I used to travel with this a lot, but I don't anymore. I think I'm going to get rid of this one. This Glam Metals was in a Crown, from Crown, is in a BoxyCharm. You can tell I have never used this. I haven't even swatched it. It's not my colors. It's too smoky. I have to get rid of it. The Lorac Pro To Go, again, this has some of the same colors as the Pro Matte, but it also has some really nice blushes. I actually got this from Andrea Matalano. She sent it to me because she had an extra one, and I had commented that I thought it was kind of a fun thing to use traveling. I do like it, and I think I'm going to keep it a little bit longer and just see if I get more use out of it. It is fairly new to me. These palettes are my Balm palettes and my Bare Minerals palette. Let's start talking about these. The Be Beautiful, I actually took this with me on my cruise. I really loved the colors and the fact that there was blush in here. However, I found myself not liking it as the week went on. I used it pretty much every day, and I was kind of like, I think I'm over this. I really do. So I can't believe I'm saying this, but I'm giving this away. And this is the Bare Sensuals. This is also a limited edition. I used this over the weekend, and I found out that the shadows get a little bit muddied if you use them on the eyes for a long period of time in the sun and they sweat off. I'm getting rid of this too, and I never thought I would, but I am. The In the Balm of Your Hand 2 and 1. I don't think I'm going to get rid of either one of these, even though there are some duplicates in here, you know, because of the Bahama Mama and the Mary Luminizer. I think that's it, just those two, but again, I love this palette. I love the quality of it. I'm definitely keeping both of these because they're just really, they're good. They're good shadows, they're good palettes. The Balm Appetit, oh, I used to love this palette so much, but it's one of my last remaining balm ones, and again, I do not find myself reaching for it. I do not know what it is. I have to get rid of it. It has been through too many declutters. This one is a bunch of ColourPop. There's not even that many in here, but there's some ColourPop, and there are, I think there's at least one balm shadow in here, but also I'm getting rid of this palette because I do not use this palette anymore, and even though it's super cute, I'm getting rid of that one also. We're down to the last handful. These are the last ones. This is the Pixie It's Judy Time palette, which you can see right in there, but I love these shadows. They are amazing. I'm definitely keeping that one. The Tarte, this is the Make Believe in Yourself palette. I love the quality of these shimmery shadows, also keeping that one. Modern Renaissance, I am not giving up either. I do like it right now, but we'll see if I like it as much or better than the Wet n Wild one I just got, because they're supposed to be dupes. But again, there's this in the plums range, which I like, and the darker brown range, which I like together, so keeping that one. This is the only Makeup Revolution palette I own, and that's the Neutrals versus Neutrals. I love the bright pops of color on here in the shade range is gorgeous. I love it. if you guys have never tried Makeup Revolution and you're trying like some of these other palettes and you haven't picked this one up, you need to pick this one up. Neutrals versus neutrals. I swear by it. And lastly, I have the Juvia's Place Masquerade Mini. Again, look at these pops of color. So beautiful. I really like this one. I don't use it a lot and I need to, but I will now that I'm clearing everything else out. And lastly, I have my Z palette. In the interest of disclosure, I do have these. This is a Mary Kay eyeshadow, and then here's a bunch of other eyeshadows from ColourPop and just other singles that I've gotten in other things. I'm keeping those. These you will see in another video when I do blush on highlight and bronzer, so I'm keeping that out. But I'm not getting rid of any of these because I'm still going through these and trying to decide if I want to use them or not. Here are all the palettes that I'm getting rid of. That is 16 palettes I'm getting rid of. I feel very accomplished by it. I'm really excited that I'm getting rid of it. Remember, if you're not a member of Geeks and Beauties and you make YouTube videos and whatnot, you should definitely join up and see what we do over there. And then if you are in the US, you can join our makeup group right after that, and we do swaps and trades. But thank you for watching. I will put a little playlist up here of other declutters I have done. But until next time, stay zany.